Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, The Gentleman Reviewer. So one of the things I really was looking forward to on this blog when I first started it was reviewing quite a few items that your everyday gentleman would have in their arsenal, from EDC items to clothes to hair products, even beard products, stuff like that. And I kind of lost the vision with that over the last couple months. And really, on the blog as a whole, most, if not all, of my reviews lately have been stationery related. And I want to switch that up a little bit, especially with the new year coming. The ability of me to review more products, things that would appeal to a wider audience of people than just pens. I love pens, and they're always going to be part of this blog, and I'll probably still try to get one of those out a week on top of one ink review a week, and then do one other thing a week. But that's 3 posts, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So I wanted to start off with a knife that I've had in my collection for quite some time. Lately, I haven't been able to carry knives on a daily basis just because I work as essentially a social worker. I'm a case manager, and I actually can't carry knives with me at work. I go to court a lot, so I won't be able to bring it into court with me, and just all that other stuff that makes it really difficult for me to carry around a knife daily. So I kind of stopped for a while, and lately I've been trying to pick one back up on the days that I can carry. And so when I decided to review some knives, I figured I'd pick one up that I had for, I think, since 2013, if I have my dates right. So other than this and a couple of others, though, I haven't dabbled much with knives. And given this is my first review, I'll probably miss some things that you guys will have questions about, or I'll do some things that you think might be stupid to test it. So please let me know if I'm doing something wrong, or if I'm doing something or if I'm not doing something that you would like to see me do. So this is the Kershaw Clash C-rated version. It is the 1605 ST. If you need the item number or something like that to look it up. This is a fairly good entry-level knife. It's one that I asked about on Reddit, and a lot of people had mentioned that they had used it, had the non-serrated version, something like that. And that, while it's a good beater knife, an everyday carry, something that you can pull out and use, chop stuff up without worrying about it getting broken or doling out, this might be your go-to. So something that you have while, just throw around like a work site, not something that you're going to carry that's nice, that you're going to say, hey, check this knife out. So I purchased this when I was actually looking at becoming a security guard. Luckily enough, I never went for the job, so I don't think I would have been a good fit for it. But I still picked it up nonetheless. And my first impression was pretty positive. I like the simplicity of the black coating. The blade has always been sharp, and I really like the flick open, the assist open, the speed safe. Kershaw speed safe is what they patent theirs as. So that's just satisfying. So nice and quick, super simple. If you just get it past a certain point, it's going to open up on its own. No extra force needed, so you don't have to press too hard either. So as some specs, like I said, it came out of the box exceptionally sharp and has held its edge pretty well over time. So you can see right on the blade, it's 8CR13 MOV steel. So I know nothing about knife steel, so I looked it up, and I found an article by Gear Junkie saying that it's not the greatest steel. It's Chinese made and often appears in cheaper knives. It does hold the edge pretty well, but there's better options out there. So they were saying that anything under 7CR, whatever the rest is, just doesn't hold up very well and is gonna decay pretty quickly. So this is a good middle ground. Like I said, it's a knife that's only about 35 to 57 bucks, depending on where you purchase it. You can get it on sales and all that fun jazz, but for that, you're gonna get what you pay for, definitely. So the finish is bead blasted. So basically, they take glass beads or some other small bead and just chuck it at the blade with the machine that just barely, ever so slightly indents the surface. So that's going to give things a matte finish rather than the shiny stainless steel that you see. So if you were to do, I've got, it's like that pen clip is just the shiny stainless steel, and then if you bead blast it, you get more of a matte finish like that. So it just makes it's more of an appearance thing than anything else. Has better cosmetic appeal rather than being shiny. You can't really see fingerprints too well on this. And if you were to smear something on it, you wouldn't be able to see it super well. Whereas if you do that on stainless steel, it's going to be very, very visible. So this model has a two-step serration. I couldn't really figure out what exactly that meant. I Googled it, I looked on Kershaw's website, and I just couldn't figure out what it was. I don't know if that means that the back is slightly different than the front, but they advertise it as a more aggressive form of serration that's going to be able to cut through things quite a bit better. This serrated part is exceptionally sharp. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any paracord to do this video with. I was going to cut some of that, which I've used this knife for multiple times back when I was into paracording as a hobby. But it's pretty sharp. Let's see. I mean, I know this isn't the greatest use of serration, but cutting through a business card, it does okay. And while I'm here, you can see it's decently sharp. They're applying a little bit of force on that. Nothing great. So it'll cut stuff up pretty good. So like I said, I couldn't really figure out what two-step serration was, but if you know, please comment below. So the point is a drop point. So, I mean, not going to take too much of a brain here to figure out that the point drops down from the top. These ones tend to be, again, I'm super new to knives, so from what I could find is that this is better balanced and more versatile while sacrificing the ability to make like long graceful cuts in a game like you would with a clip knife. So that would be where the blade curves up and then meets at a point at the top. So this is going to be better for stabbing motions, so like cutting into something. And if you're cutting up a game, you have the likelihood of still like hitting an organ and ruining your game. Some of the people that I found reviews of this from said that they've used it to clean game quite a bit and haven't had any problems. And I think that's going to come a lot from just your knowledge of cleaning game and all of that rather than the design of the knife. I think it definitely helps, but with that. So the spine has a small concave indentation right here, so you can hold it like that if that's how you like holding knives, or when you saw me cutting that business card, you can add some force there, which is going to help you guide the knife and be a bit more precise. Like I said, it's got that little indent there so you can place your thumb or index finger correctly. So some other features, like I said, I already covered the little paddle that's going to be part of their Speed Safe Assist opening that Kershaw has patented on their knives. Like I said, it's just really satisfying to do. While I have it open again, the Kershaw Clash has a liner lock. So I've never had that fail to engage when I've been using it, and it engages quickly, and I think that's part of the click that I really like. But it's nice and sturdy, so no complaints there. So I've never had it fail, and I have had knives when I've been pushing into something. The catch has failed and it's closed on my fingers. Luckily, it was not a very sharp knife, and it didn't have the serration like this one does, because this one would really cut in my hand pretty good. So the body is made out of polyamide, which is a mix of glass and nylon for added strength. So it's pretty smooth, and the patterning on it does add a little bit of grip, but like I said, it's otherwise fairly smooth. It is a bit larger of a handle than most knives of this size, and that's good for people like me who have big hands and just need something good to grip on. So I have dropped this knife a number of times, and I mean, you can see there's not really too many scratches on the body, and so it stood up pretty good overall. So the body I already covered that. So finally, we reached the clip. So this is an oddly large knife clip. It's very sturdy, And I mean, it's made of fairly thick steel, and it's designed to be super close to the body, so it holds onto my pocket super tight, and I'm not worried at all about it ever falling out. You'll see some wear here and there. I mean, that's going to be normal when you're walking around with something sticking out of your pocket. You're going to rub up against something, and it's going to scratch it. But other than being big, it's a pretty good clip, and I haven't had any problems with it. You can swap it to where you have point up or down style of carry, whichever is your preference, but you cannot put it on the other side of the knife. I don't know if it's pretty common to be able to do that on knives. So overall, this comes in at 4.1 to 4.3 ounces, depending on the source. I found a little bit of both. It's listed at about $57. I think I got it for about $30, $35. That was, like I said, 6 years ago. And for this price range, I think it's going to be a pretty great beater knife, something that you can carry every day and not really have to worry about losing or breaking. Lastly, the blade is about 3.1 inches long. In Colorado, you can have up to 3.5 inches and carry that legally, so this is well within that limit. So, like I said, overall, I think a great knife for just beginner everyday carry, which is where I'm at right now. One that I think would make a great addition to your collection. If there's anything I missed, please let me know below, and I'll try to make sure to do a better review next time. Thanks for watching.